Welcome. My name's Brian Knight, and I live near Melbourne in Australia. And it's just 5:03, so it's 5 a.m. in the morning on a Wednesday for me. And it's a half an hour earlier than normal because that's what I said yesterday. Let me just share though here. Oh. So welcome. Welcome to this live FOREX analysis session. Yeah. There is a few notes there. There's a full risk disclosure, and also too a little bit about us as live session traders. So let's welcome Darren. Good to see you.
Evening.
Well, not see you, but that's okay. Good that you're there. Right. Let us go across and have a look and see what's happened on the charts. Stop. Let's share that. Just share that. Oh, I was going to say, look at AED Singapore. It's popped up that little bit, but hey, did another seller. But then again, over here on the daily, you're right. Look at that. No, the pull up, from here back up. Anyway, just noticing that. Oh, actually, first thing this morning, I didn't look at this. Oh, a little bit of a pull down. Oh, well, should be right. I still reckon this will push back up again. US dollar's still high. All Japanese yen's matching it up there. Okay, that's why. Rightio. We'll just go back. Sorry. This is me having a look at that. Because once you first thing in the day wake up, you go like, what happened in the New York session? Rightio. So, this is a AUD CAD. The news yesterday was the rate was on hold, which was highly expected. It was very interesting because a lot of the market was talking about the fact that back in November when it was raised, it was probably a little too much. Anyway, the RBA governor, Michelle Bullock, that's her name, she said that, oh no, it was the right thing to do. And we could maybe raise it even more. The market is on a consensus that it's gonna, the next thing later in the year it'll go down. So she's still fighting for an increase. So we'll see. It depends on the numbers anyway. Right. So the Aussie dollar. Welcome, Anne. How are you?
Okay, thank you. Any little tidbits along the way of your indicator settings, general stuff would be good, but I'm just listening. So
yeah, no worries at all, Anne. Yeah, I'm just going to take that off as a sell because we were looking yesterday. That it's now. This is on the 1 hour for AUD CAD. And if we look back here, that's sort of the Tuesday move. It pulled up to there and then it's worked down back again. This is just the sawtooth of what it does. Push back up and then again, it's just pulling out this yellow rail at the moment as an equal high basically there, and it hasn't produced a little yellow triangle yet. But there's plenty of time yet for the day, and this is now in the Tuesday. So I will go and just put something like this on. And what am I on? I'm on UK time, so that will be Wednesday. Oh, here we go. Wednesday, 8 o'clock. So at the moment, that's where the market is for the like that's Tuesday open UK. That's an hour before the next Tuesday. Sorry, the Wednesday open. So it's like a 24-hour period. Just looking at that and where the market goes to and from. So you can see here, the Tuesday market pushed down, came back up to the high and then dropped off, right? So it's still in line with the sell on the higher time frame. Right. So
I'm waiting for the buy on this one. It's I took the sell on the daily and then got out. At the bottom of the channel with my narrower channel than you, and now
yeah, you took the sell around the 3rd of January and off it went. And you got out of it because your rails are tighter. You got out of it. Did you get out of it at the middle or a little bit further down?
No, it's further down than that. It was
okay.
Yeah.
So where your rails are on your day,
it was quite close to where it is now. So it's sort of gone sideways a bit, hasn't it, for the last couple of days? So
yes,
it was only last week it got out.
Yeah, which up here something because it pulled back down again and then you went so it's out of the rail. Okay, no worries. I think it's got further to go, but anyway, we'll see. Just depends in relation to this is in relation to AUD CAD anyway. So this is something that Tom introduced, and he's not here yet today. So he probably, I think he only wakes up around for this session anyway. So it might be difficult now being that a little bit earlier, or half an hour earlier. Let's see how we go. Let's see how I cope as well. So the session yesterday just would have been around that time or somewhere around there. And we'd seen this buy and it bought further, right? I'm a lot more cautious, I suppose, at the moment than Tom is, because I'm still seeing this in the sell. I haven't, I'm not sort of seeing it to come back up to a certain extent yet. But Darren, you're just waiting now for a green triangle on the daily for it to push back up again.
Yeah, I wouldn't get in obviously unless I still don't get in unless I get a signal on the twin range, the long or short signal.
Long or short, yeah. Because we had short there. There's no long or Okay, not like, for example, down here on the daily. So green, long, and this was like very atypical, I suppose, where you've got a green triangle. Don't worry about the yellow there. Pushed up, came back, retested, got another green triangle, and then off it went. All right, and got the long, and you got a long there as well. So a green triangle long, but then it pulled back down bottom, took out stop losses, came back again, did the long, and then off it went until it came out the other end, gave you, when you could see this again, red triangle, short, pulled down, came back, retested, or broke it actually, then gave us another arrow, short, and off it went down. That's the longer term trade. And that's what you're talking about, Darren.
Yeah.
So now you're looking for a green triangle and a long, to get in a
Yeah.
longer term buy. Okay. And I think that's fair enough. How many trades are in at the moment? Darren, roughly?
I mean,
because you've got out of a couple of them.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Oh,
I'm in 13, but I was in a bit earlier this year. Say earlier, so in January, I peaked at about 20 trades, but I'm in 13.
oh, wow. Okay.
But I haven't had a loss yet this year. Well, I've had a sort of tight and very small loss, stroke break even. But I think I've probably had what 10, 11 wins and one tiny loss so far this year. So it's going pretty well. All
yeah,
taken on the daily time frame. So, some of those I took back in sort of December.
Yeah. That's what I thought too. I was going to say yours were either back in December or really early in January where I didn't trade. So, which is fine. Darren, just a question. Your settings for the X, 48, X48, that is it the same on a lower time frame as the higher time frame?
Yeah, I don't change my settings now.
Okay.
No.
So it's 56, 110, 2.4441.
Yeah.
Just for Anne's sake anyway. I'll show you. We'll just do this here.
To be honest, I am focusing.
I'll do a screenshot, do you?
I'm focusing.
So is it the standard? The standard settings.
I don't think it's standard. Hang on a minute. We'll just
it's not as it comes out the box now.
And this is on daily. Oh, actually, I think I've got it. Let's hang on a minute.
56, 110, 2.44 and 1 are my settings. I think it's what you
2.4. Yeah. There it is. 56, 110, 2.4, 4 and 1.
Thank you.
No worries. So what we'll do is I will just put that one to sleep. I will open that one up and that will just change. Oh, that's interesting. Have you got a triangle at this point, or did you get in without a triangle? Darren?
I think there was a triangle, and then the first of those short signals at the top there, I think there was a triangle, and then I pushed up a bit further, and the triangle disappeared as it pushed the channel line up. But I was already in it then.
Are you in it from over here?
And I was still trading with a bigger stop loss then, and I stayed in it.
Oh, it's interesting because it's not there on those settings. But if I
it's not on mine. It disappeared. It does have a tendency to do that sometimes. It pushes up a bit further.
So if I go back to the settings that I've got,
yeah,
it actually is there and stays there. So I'll give you those ones, Anne. I'm just looking. So the settings on that one for the daily and the 1 hour are actually different. So this is the daily that I've got, Anne. It is 100, 100, 2.8, 4 and 1. I don't know.
Thank you.
That's all right. And then if we go to the, I'll just get it up. If we then go to the 1 hour, I'm not saying these are right. These are just numbers. The only thing you change is that one from a 2.8, you change that to a 4.8 on the 1 hour and sort of down from there. Okay. Good. And then there's this Lux Algo envelope. I think that one's 27.2. Yeah, 27.2 on that one.
What does that one do then? I've not seen that.
No, you haven't. And I think we've used it before, but and over here, yeah, it's 27.2 as well. It's the same. It's something that Tom had. It's the Nadaraya Watson envelope. It is. So what it's doing, and this is something that Tom's playing with, and we just looked at it yesterday, was it puts this sort of the envelope as well. It does a yellow, it's yellow, well, we've changed it to yellow. So you've got the outer, which is the X48, and on the inside you have this yellow line and yellow triangles. So it's very similar to the outside, and it just, what Tom's using it for is more of a trade potential within the rails, the white ones, where there's green and red triangles.
So where he's already in a longer term trade, he's looking for a shorter term trade. Is that
correct?
What you mean? Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So what he's doing is, for example, let's use this here. So he's in a longer term sell trade here on the daily, or that's the overall, right? And he could be in a trade from there like Darren is. But for example, here where you get a number of yellow and a green triangle, he's going to look for that until it comes out the other end and then starts to come back into the longer term trade again.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So I'm just observing at the moment because it's something he just mentioned, 24 hours ago. They was doing last week.
Darren, you said you were in so many trades, etc. What do? Do you just go down all the trades? You just go down all the pairs, rather?
Essentially. I'm really just concentrating on this daily time frame currently, and I'm just finding it so suits my fits well around my lifestyle. It's I've never been as sort of relaxed with something as I have since I started doing this. It's just so really, because it's daily time frame, I could probably get away with just checking the charts once a day, but reality, I have a look in the morning when I get up, and then next time I have a look is on this session with Brian, and then perhaps once more before I go to bed at night. And that's what I do. I just go down all the pairs, just whiz through them.
Just on the daily.
Yeah, looking for the next opportunities, maybe moving the odd stop loss, ones that I'm in, that sort of thing. And
there's all of the maintenance part of it. Once you're in the trade, it's monitoring that stop loss. It's also just going and having a look. So, Darren, would I be correct? All you're looking for is extremes. That's it.
Yeah.
You're looking for when it pushes out and we get a triangle at, for example, at a high. So you get a red triangle. If he's been in a buy, he will, once it goes up to the rail, will get out of it, even if you haven't got a triangle yet.
Yeah.
So that trade then profits, and then you're waiting.
When you say the rail, which the
for example, see that? On the daily, see the white. See this white rail on the outside, the dotted one.
Is that Bollinger or?
No. That's the X48.
All right, that's still right. I actually still, I do use the X48, and I didn't realize that they weren't Bollingers because I use them. But I just thought, oh, it's like Bollingers.
Well,
They're
like it, Anne. They're like a Bollinger sort of band
Yeah,
as
yeah.
such. They're just the boundaries within
Yeah.
the
No, that's
range
fine.
on the daily.
Yeah.
And then what will happen is that Darren will see a red train. Well, sorry, push up, 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 up. It touches the rail. Even if you don't get a red triangle, even if it touches the rail there, Darren would be, rightio, let's go break out the champagne. I'm out of that buy. And then he'll just sit there and wait for it to come back up, whatever, get a triangle. Then he'll just wait. He'll go, oh, he'll be rubbing his hands together. And then he'll be going like, I'm waiting for a short. As soon as the short comes, he's into the sell.
Yeah.
But his stop loss, original, like when this would have happened, when did this, back in start of December, he would have put his stop loss way up here somewhere.
Yeah, I was using the triangle as a
right, okay.
Based on stop loss.
Yeah.
So it would have been a massive stop loss on that, and then it did come back up, and then it came back down. So he would have stayed in it, but would have been in a fair bit of drawdown, I would say.
I was going to say, but you're not going to let it run all the way to the red triangle, are you, to decide that it's going the wrong way?
Correct. Well, he's just going to go up to where the rail is. If it breaks the rail and gets going, he'd be out. It was a loss. But it comes up here. Then he gets a red triangle and a short, and like there's a second trade opportunity, really. And if you didn't get in on the first one, or you did and it pulled back, so
you get in again, yeah.
Yeah, or what may happen now is this one may actually be a loss for him.
Yeah, because I'm moving my stop loss a bit tighter now. So my stop loss is going above the, just above the swing high.
Yeah, the previous high.
Basically.
Yeah.
So it's just from sort of doing these trades and then a bit of back testing, and I worked out that yes, I'll incur a slightly higher number of losses, but the risk to reward ratio was so much better that sort of far outweighs the additional losses. So sort of 1 to 1.
So would you say you could probably get 10% a month from it? Or is that too adventurous?
Well, I did in January, but I can't say it's been plain sailing all the time, because in December there was a couple of weeks before Christmas, the Fed, the US Fed, what's his name?
Yeah.
Colin Powell. Long rambling speech that sends
every time he stands up, there's trouble.
Yeah, I got stopped out of several trades, just one after the other. So I suppose it's still early days, really, because I only started doing this sort of October, because it's daily time frame.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
A couple of months isn't a long time, is it?
Oh God, no.
But so far this year, it's just going great. But
it does depend also, Darren, when you think about it. It depends on, like, for example, when the Fed chair Colin Powell stands up and has a chat. It depends on when you actually got in that trade to the extent of vulnerability you are within that trade. So for example, if you got in at a certain price and it's in a sell trend and it's like halfway down the trend and Colin Powell says something and it shoots back up again, it depends on where you've manipulated or where you've trailed your stop to, so it could be you get in the trade and you're in the trade for a week, and then Colin Powell says something and it could spike all the way back up again, like for example here, and you've only been in the trade for a week. Where, for example, if it's down here and Colin Powell says something, like you've got the trade up there, Colin Powell says something here, it spikes back up. Sure, unless you've moved your stop loss way down to trail it, it wouldn't bump it out.
No.
Do you know what I mean? And you've been, and I know that I know from the end of last year and the start of this year, you've been also quite conservative with your stop loss trailing as well. You've kept them quite high, you know, away from the thing, but maybe at break even. So it does depend on, and you have no say in when they're going to stand up and say something.
No, that's right.
But it just depends on when you actually got into the trade or not. That's, I think, is an important factor, which you're not in control of, but it's just what happens.
So do you find then that you are paying more attention to the big news events, for instance? You wouldn't be looking to, even if you got a triangle, you wouldn't be looking to get in if you knew for a fact there was an FOMC or a non-farm payroll statement due the day after or 2 days after? Or
I probably should do. I can't say I do. But I'm, you know, taking more sort of account of what's going on, you know, with interest rates and what, you know, what the pundits are saying and that sort of thing. So I am factoring that in. But things like non-farm payroll, I don't sort of get out of a trade because non-farm payroll is coming.
No, I was meaning more
like
get
that.
into
So,
one.
Yeah,
You know, if it's the day before or 2 days before, you go, I'll leave it till afterwards. Or...
Yeah. Usually with a stop loss on the daily time frame level, it's usually enough room to cope with, you know, sort of NFP spikes and that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, and it just fits in with my lifestyle at the minute. I'm finding it great because I can just, you know, I don't have to keep checking during the day. I don't, you know, don't have to do a lot with them.
And they just tick along in the background. That's really the point to it.
You have to be prepared to hold trades, obviously, over the weekend and that sort of thing, which, you know, I know quite a lot of people are not comfortable doing, which I understand. I understand why.
Just a different mindset, isn't it? That's the thing. So, yeah.
So here's what Darren's thinking just on this one pair, is that he got in on the triangle and the short up here and down it went, and I think he said you got in actually earlier and then it
did, yeah.
And so that's okay. Or you got in here, it doesn't matter. It's pushed down. His rails are tighter, so they're in closer, and so as soon as this price has come down and basically touched the outer rail, he's gone, thank you very much, close it off and profit. And I'm just going to sit here and wait now for a green triangle and a long.
Great.
And it'll and then he'll be sitting on his hands again, waiting for it to come to the other side of the rail.
Yeah.
That's on the daily, and that's basically what we'd spoken about plenty of times. So it's interesting though too, you know, bringing up that Tom thing, you know, the Tom guy that comes on sometimes.
The quiet, reserved one.
Yeah. It's interesting though, just looking at this from the point of view of these yellow rails now, look where prices come and then bounced off there too. Just, I don't know if you can see in the last 2 days. Look at that. Comes down, touches the yellow rail, pulls down a bit and then pushes back up again. Just sort of like this example. So drop, push back up. And then,
where, sorry, I know I'm being a pain tonight, but where are all these, so all these dotted lines, where are these, all these levels, where are they all taken from? What are you using to put those in?
that's the setting that I gave you just before that Tom gave
they will
us
appear when
yesterday.
you put those settings in. Right, sorry.
Correct.
But maybe you were looking and drawing them in. I thought there
No.
was more
Oh no, these
to
are
it, you see.
the straight lines across are ones that I've put in previously, which are levels. So I'm looking at, and so it may clutter it a bit, but what I'm looking at is levels that it may go to and then change and then move. So it's just on the daily. So interesting that it does some of those things to pull back from that sort of point. Anyway, welcome, Tom. You just wake up?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I thought you did too. Yeah, I've done. So you come back at normal time. I went on half hour earlier.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't matter. No. It's all fine. Yesterday I said that I would try to potentially come on that little bit earlier because I need to leave to go and do this job. So, and I just kept sort of cutting things a little shorter than need to. Now I've got a bit more time. Anyway, so that's the daily, and we'll come back here. This is now the 1 hour. So how's this, Tom? It's still it was still selling. Anyway, I've marked up now, Tom, because we put this yesterday, the Tuesday time. This is UK, that was 9 a.m. UK, which is, if I change it to yours, I'll change it to Los Angeles. That now becomes 1 a.m. Yeah. Tuesday, 1 a.m. And then that goes to it's like midnight, basically your time.
Okay.
Is that right? Is that right, Tom?
Yeah.
I think that's the
I'm
times.
listening. Go ahead.
They're the times you'd given me.
Midnight to 11
no,
p.m. Yeah.
1 a.m. to midnight sort of thing. I've got it as.
Okay.
It's just that 24-hour period, basically New York. Is that yeah, it's like midnight. So, but really Mr. iPhone, any snowmobile or something. Oh, there he
Right.
is. How are you?
I'm good. Bit
How's
tired.
I can imagine with all the shenanigans you've been up to. Gosh, I tell you.
Not too bad.
Oh,
How you doing?
yeah,
I'm
not
trying to
too
catch
bad.
these up, catch up with what Tom's been you've been doing down and that.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's right.
getting
Well,
there slowly.
we'll have a bit more of a chat about it this morning or
Doing it.
today or tonight or whatever.
Good job.
Uh,
I'll catch
but
up. I'll
this
be back
is
next week.
Yeah, no worries at all. No worries. Good. So we've got now a GAN box, which is only just sort of set in place, but it's looking at the high and low, which we only just put in just a moment ago. So that as the currency pair or the price changes, then we'll expand whatever on this box on a Tuesday. So if I change this back to London time, the London time is 9 o'clock on a Tuesday in the morning. So that's when it's around the time when market opens. Yeah, correct. UK market.
Who are you asking?
Uh
8
people
o'clock
in,
UK
people in
time.
the UK. So do you want it, Tom? Do you want it the 8 a.m. UK time, like when market opens?
Mine is just Tuesday 12 a.m.
Okay, so it's midnight.
Right.
Correct. Okay, so it's 8 a.m. There you go. So it'll be 8 a.m. Let's bring that across. Yeah. And then this will be you go to you go for an hour less, don't you? So you don't do the full 24 hours, or do you?
Yeah.
Oh, you do. Okay, so
Yeah,
that'll
yeah,
be
yeah.
again, that'll be back to 8 a.m. Okay, so in the UK, it's 8 to 8. So, but it goes Tuesday, all the Tuesday until 8 o'clock on the Wednesday morning. Where and this is just a matter of the world, Los Angeles, for example, then it will be midnight to midnight. Tuesday to midnight. So, well, yeah. Well, it's actually not. It's Monday to Tuesday, so it's like right the actual Tuesday full day. Yeah, which in London becomes the 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. So that's Tuesday into the Wednesday morning. It's just Tom's using that as a sort of where price will revisit or where he'll be able to organize trades either before or not. This is what you were saying last week, Tom. But then yesterday you sort of have not changed that, but you using these rails, you're looking at other trade opportunities now as well.
Right. It's a combination of things.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
No worries at all. So do you want to explain any more of what we were talking about yesterday, just to try and expand on it with these rails?
Well, all I'm doing is on the rails. If it's the yellow rails, I look at it as that's a short-term trade.
Yeah.
Yellow to yellow.
Yep.
When you get the yellow triangles, it's telling you it's slowing down and or turning at that point.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a yellow triangle, you got to wait for the push, the pullback, and then you get in. So, for example, if you had a yellow rail when it pushed to the other side of the yellow rail, all the way
Up there.
up there.
Oh no!
Now
there you mean?
No. Just go back to where price is now, where the box is.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you see where it pushed up and it
Yeah.
touched the yellow rail,
Yeah.
and now then it pulled back.
Yeah.
And it
And
pushed up
retested.
and it failed.
Yeah.
That's your entry to get in. So
Yeah,
now I would take now I have my trade set up. If you go from the high to the low on the fib.
Yeah. Okay, hang on a minute. I'll get a fib. Now, do you go high to low there, or do you go
no high to low all the way back to the beginning? The original high to low. There you go.
You want to go
high?
from up there,
back at the top of the box. Top of the box.
Oh, right. Oh, from
there down to the bottom. Way
over
down.
here.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, we'll do that.
Other way. Sorry, it should be low to high.
Okay, good.
Because we're looking for a turn here,
That's
right?
what I thought, but that's okay. It's all right. Yeah.
Throw on your 6178.
Yeah, which I'll do. Hang on, I've got to get that again to do. And I'll change that to I think it's that one there.
Okay, so I'm looking for a pullback to this location before a continuational push up.
Mm.
And all I'm doing is I'm looking for the yellow triangle back down to the other side of the yellow triangle.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a white triangle on the X48, I'm looking for it to push to the X48 white.
Yeah.
On the other rail.
Yeah, on the other rail, which is where is it? Up here. Yeah, okay.
That's just an example. So for example, if you look down here, you can see where that second triangle on the left, right there, it pushed, it pulled back, didn't break, got in, and that's your trade.
Yeah.
To the yellow triangle, to the other side of the yellow rail.
Yeah.
If that yellow triangle would have just kept going without pulling back, you would have just missed it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do a different perspective on it. So that's just me and what I can see. Not that I discount it. I don't think this will come up and break that high anyway. This is my
It's not.
fear. No, sorry.
It's not.
Because it's now come up to the 71, poked back up again. I think it'll come down and break this low. That's me. Because I think that's fulfilled the pullback to that line. I think now we've got now it's potential trade.
To go up?
No, to sell and then break this
to
low.
sell. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I think that this on the daily, I think this sell is still in the this pullback over the last couple of days was just that pre to the market, like the news for the RBA yesterday. Bang bang, we got the news. It pushed up to that, and then now it's going like the market goes, oh, it's going to stay the same. Fair enough. Bang, we just go down. And I think that will just sell. Now there is no yellow triangle there. I don't know. It's just how I am seeing it. And if I do look on the hourly, I'm going like, okay, drop, pullback, drop, pullback, drop, pullback, drop, pullback. It hasn't broken that high. It's matched up there. It's dropped and pulled back into, but if you look at this close enough, that says equal, but I can tell you that has not broken that high there. Definitely not broken it. And I think that's an indication that this is going to come down and break that low there, have a break of structure, and then it keep whatever over a number of days, it'll come down and break this low, which will still be in line with the overall. I don't think it's ready yet to get, it may, but I don't think that's the swing low. That's all I'm saying. And the reason why is because it reacted at the yellow line to create a lower high and to push down. It's the one I'm going to look at after I get back, like after the market settles down and spreads settle down. Because at the moment it's only low on a spread, but that'll go crazy at change over time. New York to Sydney, and then once that settles down, then I'll look at potentially where it's at and then making a decision on that for a potential sell. But it could, you're right, it could come this down to here and then bounce back up again. And this here is non-farm payroll, that drop there. It just came down to there and then pushed back up for the news yesterday, or yesterday anyway, about the rate decision, kept it on hold. So that's AUD CAD. Let's go look at a couple others. But I mean, Tom, we're just looking at it with exactly the same sort of vision of what it is. We're just making different decisions. And the point is, if it doesn't break this low here, then I'm not going to be in the trade anyway. I mean, it will from your point of view, though, it will come down to here before then it bounces back up again. But we'll see. Are you looking at these yellow lines as in they're flattening and potentially pulling back up for it to go down and then go into the buy? Is that one of the things you're looking at or not?
Yeah, it's an ABC.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you throw a fib on your daily from high to low, it hasn't
Yeah.
come back to B yet.
Hang on a minute. Whoop. You talking about bringing it from this low to the high there?
No, from the high to the low.
High to where it is now.
Correct.
Okay, hang on. I'll just do that.
That's your A leg.
Right. Okay. So you're saying that this will pull back up into that range before then.
Before we get a further push down. Correct.
Okay.
And to get
Right.
there, you have to do an ABC
Yeah.
at the bottom on your hourly to
Yeah.
get back to that spot.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I personally am not convinced we have a turn yet, but that's me.
It may not.
No, I understand that. And that's all fine. Yeah. And for you too, it will need to come down to that point and then it'll need to come up to actually get you in a trade. And if it doesn't come back up again, you're not in the trade again. So that's all fine. It works either way, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Mm. But what you would be looking for is whether there's any sort of yellow triangle gets produced here or at the other side. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking for a reversal at this point.
Mm.
So I'm looking for it to come back into the fib zone and
And
push
yeah.
and start to travel up
Yeah. Longer
the
term.
716 on the daily before we get our turn to go back down further on the daily.
Yeah.
So
But
I'm looking just at a longer term. That's all.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. The way I'm seeing it is this is not finished. It's sellout yet. That's okay. That would then make this the swing low just here the other day, and then it would push back up. Okay. Rightio. Oh, we'll
just
it doesn't matter. Yeah, watch. That's
doesn't
right.
matter.
Yeah.
Just watch. If it works one way or it works another, just watch what it's doing. Follow the map.
Exactly. Yeah, follow the map. That's right. And in actual fact, a lot of this on the alley is actually taking a trade in the moment to a certain extent after looking at the setup too. Okay, AUD Well, this is looking like on the alley a sellout with this, but that's only because there's a single one triangle here, the yellow. It's nowhere near out the other side, so this could just do a little push down and then back up again. But also too, this could be the high before it starts to go in a more longer term push back down, which is what I'm seeing. But like, hey, there's still these green triangles down here that told us it was going to go into the buy. How much of this are we going to look at? So what I'd be observing here, like Tom was saying, this could pull back down again, back up, either break or not break that, give us another yellow triangle before we start getting a sell, or it's going to start to sell out. If we look at it further up here, see what it did? Goes triangle and just straight down, pull back up a bit, and then dropped again. Same up here. Couple of triangles, pull back up, retest the top, and then drop back down again, retested there, and then we got a nice drop off. It's in a longer term sell, right? And if you look at it, this little pull up here at the end, it's just these couple of days. It hasn't broken, so it's more likely, and it's come up to a previous line that I've got in there too. Came up to it basically, and it's just now ready to drop off. Now, if it's still in that sell trend, which I think it is, and probably, Darren, you've probably got, You could even have a green triangle on yours, have you? Oh, with your
I
X48?
haven't yet, Brian. No, it's not reached
Oh, right.
the bottom of
Okay.
the channel on mine either at the moment.
It's not there yet. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Mm. So two things I'm looking at now with Tom's addition yesterday on the daily, I'm looking at that these the yellow is in actual fact below the bottom of the X48. Oh, I don't know how we do this. The Neanderthal, isn't it? The Neanderthal, isn't it, Tom?
I
The
believe so.
slow moving. No, sorry. The slow moving yellow as well with the white. If you look here, this yellow has really dived down below there, right? Below the white. And I think there's still more to go. This little pull up was really just for the market news again yesterday, and I think that's getting ready to give us another sell. And so from an opportunity there, you now, Tom, you would put your fib on. You put a fib on from here back up to there. And look at to come back down to this area here and then potentially go back up. Is that, am I reading that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So then this is what I'm doing. Because I've got here. Oh, yeah, now, please just bear with me for the moment. I think that's in the zone there now from, I know it's not that high because anyway, probably don't need to explain it, but it is around premium price there. And that's where it has. So it's come back into this zone now. I'm looking for this to come down and break that low. Break the low there, break the low there. I think it'll come down and break the low. But again, that's me. So there's two potential trades that I'm looking at the moment. Well, AUD CAD and the CHF, both of those I'm looking to potentially through my day put sells on them. We'll see. All right, AUD JPY. Well, look at that. Wouldn't that have been nice? Right? This is, Tom, this is what you, last week it was for you. You went, okay, let's get in at whatever it was, the mid-range of the
Daily box.
Tuesday game box. Yeah, sorry, I was trying to find the right word. When it came down, you'd be in, stop loss up top, and like look at it there. I mean, that's if you had it, that would have still been nearly 5% on that. It's pulled back up and then back down. If you're still in the trade, which you shouldn't really be because you would have had a green. As soon as you had that green triangle, you would have been out. And then here now it's done a yellow triangle for it to sell back down. So that one would have worked out very nice, Tom. Probably did.
Yeah.
And you're looking at some of these now, aren't you? The yellow triangles for potential entry. I think this will come back down and break the low as well. Anyway, so there's those three. AUD NZD sideways on it, forget it. As far as you can see, this was a buy bit, man. Don't want to know Singapore. See, I always just fish through that. And I'm looking at this, all the AUDs have done this little pushback up, and I feel we're going to get a continued. So I don't think it's come down to the bottom yet. I don't think it's ready to, see where price pushed down to there, came back up and even broke it. Just, oh no, that equal, didn't it really? Oh no, it broke it just that little bit. Push back up. Because that's after the non-farm payroll there. It's pushed back up. And I think we'll get here, somewhere here we'll get a yellow triangle for a potential pushback down again to break that low. that's what I'll be looking at now. I'm just getting used to these from yesterday, Tom. I mean, I quite like just those yellow. You can see you got a yellow one there, but it pushed down further. Didn't really matter. See yellow there, but it pushed up further. So it's just being mindful that it does that sort of thing. So this potentially will go a bit higher, but we'll also look at that. So Singapore one. It's interesting, Darren, you're out, but I still think there's more for this to push back down.
Yeah, it could be.
It doesn't matter. You've profited, so that is good. Money in the bank.
Yeah, indeed.
That's all that matters, really. Okay, AUD USD, same. See the pullback up in the market from in the New York market. Yeah, Aussie dollar has strengthened, but it's really interesting. I find this. I look up here and go like, oh yeah, you can't count on this, but Aussie dollar down to 3 and US on 7 is strength, and you get this push in one market. In one market, mean New York market, and it broke that high. But the reason why it broke that high is because of the number of triangles down here.
Wasn't there some prediction a while back you mentioned, Brian, that as to where AUD USD was going to drop to? I'm sure there was some market prediction. Remember
correct.
Was it down to 6,000 or something?
Down to 60, 60 cents 60, or 61. I think it was 61 or something like that. Yeah. But it is making its way.
It is,
AUD CAD's moving. So down here, you look at price here, it got down to 62.7. So that was back in October 23. Then it pulled back up, didn't break the high. You can see it didn't break the high there, and then it dropped off. Past Alistair's forecast. So, which I think, if I look at it from the daily, there's more imbalance down here for it to take out.
If you look on a monthly time frame, it's been in a downtrend since 2011. How about that?
Since when?
2011. It's been in a downtrend. On the monthly time frame.
Yeah, exactly. It has done spikes back up again.
Yeah, it does.
But you're right.
It's been on the slide for 11 years at this one. It's still going. That would have been a nice trade to get in 2011.
It must be due a turn then.
Well, that's the thing, Ian.
No, it was a joke.
Well, I can't. Yeah. I know it was a joke, and that's okay. I take that. But it just reinforces the fact that a trend
is a trend. Absolutely, yeah.
Has the overriding power in all of this, and it depends on the time frame. Is the dependent part of that continuation or not? So,
do you know, I actually think when I was first learning, etc., I think that was my hardest lesson to learn. Even though it's so trite, everyone says it. Oh, the trend is your friend. I would hate to actually work out how much I lost, believing I knew when it was going to turn. It's like, and then just over a period of time, just go with the idea that if it's in a trend, it's in a trend.
Yeah.
I heard
just to put a number on it, it's dropped 4,000 pips since 2011, so that would be quite nice. We had the patience to stay in that one.
Yeah.
You had $100 a pip on it, didn't you, Darren?
Yeah.
And then whether you actually trail the stop loss or not for it too. Tom, you were going to say?
I was just going to say, I heard one professional trader say when a pro trader sets his trade, he's expecting it to never come back.
Yeah.
That's where you get those guys that, figure out the reversal at 3 pips
Yeah.
back in 2000 or whatever, and it's still going in that direction.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at it here though on a daily, and this is the frustrating part with, I suppose, with patience or anything, that is there. That is a downtrend. It doesn't matter what, like, yes, there's this drop, where was that? That was, 2020.
Well, that was COVID then, wasn't it?
That's COVID, dude, and then back up. But look at this. It's just been going down and down and down. Yes, it does the pullback up. Yes, it might break the high a little bit, but then it pushes back down again. Then comes back up. No. Like, that is an absolute downtrend. All the way from March 21. It's like, and this is currently the swing low over here in this small view of it, but still we got downs. I mean, that's what I'm saying. And then I look at this in a more, and you go like, okay, well, if you said this was going to continue, which it's not, as a downtrend, it needs to do this to come back up, profit that out for people who are in these longer term trades, and now it's on the way back down. There's absolute fair value gaps down here, right? Because that money here to push that up there has not been profited out. There's still move for it to come back down further, right? In my opinion, right? When it does it, I don't know. This could push back up and then come back down again. But the point is, while it's in this push down, it's more likely, the percentage chance is higher for it to come and take that before it then starts to go back up again without breaking the high. And all it does is just push up, push down, push up, push down in a sort of overall trend direction. So, and all we're doing is talking about the opportunities for us to profit out of those turns. That's why I'm saying I don't think this is ready yet. It's doing this little pull up at the moment, but I think there's a little bit more drop in it. Particularly with what's happening internationally, particularly with the US. So, all right. Again, you see this little pullback here. I think this will, I don't know, potentially it may come up to the yellow line. It doesn't have to. But anyway, it may even push further up because each currency pair is different. All right, we move on to a couple more. I've got another maybe 10 minutes or so. Yes, no?
Yeah, keep going.
Have a look at a few more. Yeah, CAD CHF.
Yeah, cool.
Let's see how many we can go down. There you go. See, the X48 takes longer to come in. This other one with the yellow rails is a lot quicker. Right. CAD CHF. Still just sitting in the nowheres. Okay, CAD JPY. I was a bit concerned about this the other day, thinking, oh no, this is, see it broke the low over here on the daily coming out of the Tuesday, come down, broke that left, and then we got a green and off it went like a rocket. Yeah, crazy. That was where, remember, I think it was last week, Darren, you said, oh, you were the one that told us, the Japanese yen strengthened or something had happened, and it's like this
Yeah.
big push down on all the Japanese yens, right? And then they just hit the bottom here and then rocketed back up again. It's like
Yeah.
as if something had happened to the yen again, or quite volatile. And it's no use asking these Japanese students that are asleep here either. I mean, picked them up yesterday. It's like most of the day they've been half asleep. They didn't sleep on the plane when they came over. Anyway, so
you're hosting Japanese students as well for your sins.
yeah, at the moment. Yeah, we've got
sounds lovely.
Four boys. Yeah, it's good. I'll tell you what, Google Translate took a bit of a hit last night. Trying to it's interesting, you know, when you get this blank face, you know they haven't understood what you're asking.
It wasn't trying to explain Bollinger Bands to them, was he?
I was just thinking, I'm surprised he hasn't got an audience, Darren. I thought there'd be like four little blokes with books out there, you know.
Four little faces standing behind them.
They're well asleep. They are. All they did yesterday was really shovel food in. It's like, yeah.
So what are they here for? What are they there for?
Farm stay. So yeah, I had them out yesterday feeding lambs and patting lambs and feeding chooks and doing bits and pieces. So
lovely.
Today, one of the tasks is cleaning around or weeding around the grapevines and doing a few things like that. So it's just the experience. That's all. And then early tomorrow morning, so my Thursday morning, then I'll be doing my job. Claire's gonna take them back to the place, drop them off, and pick up another crew to come back for another couple of days.
Oh, blimey.
And then I take them back the Saturday morning.
So just as you get them good at anyway, halfway good at what they're doing, you send them away and you get a load more that still don't understand you and haven't got a clue what to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Fun.
Anyway, so KJ, this for me, it's interesting at the moment. So it's in the cell. I'm waiting to get, because I think that this will buy and break the high up over here on the daily, at least break that. I mean, it came up and matched it. If you look at it here, see these matched up across on the hourly. It didn't break it, but I think that this, you know, like it has come back down and broken the low here in what day was that? I think that was the end of last week. Yeah. So at the moment, what I'm looking for is this to come down, maybe the yellow. It might not give us a green triangle. I don't think it'll come down that far, potentially.
What's the difference in the coloured triangles then? Is the yellow the hourly and the...
No, the yellow is this it goes with those yellow rails, the Narendra or whatever it is.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah.
And the white one with the green and the red are the X48.
Right. Yeah. Gotcha.
They're just two different rail sets with two different parameters in it. So, but also too, you always, in my opinion, always mindful around the middle of the rails. It doesn't matter, this midline here is something to sort of watch as well, because it tends to dilly-dally or lag or whatever, or just go sideways around that sort of mid and then decide what it's going to do one way or the other. You can see here, it's come up to the mid, pull back down, and then it's marched off. Yeah, here it didn't, but you can see again, like over here, you know, around that sort of mid, it come down to the midline, pull back up, back to midline, and then, you know, it sort of could change direction around that mid or push through, one or the other. So I think that this will buy further if it doesn't break this low down here. If it breaks the low, then it's, you know, different situation. All right, CHF JPY again here. Get ready for the buy. Right, I still think this will buy further up to. We've had a sideways on the daily, a little push down, hasn't broken this low, and I think this is getting ready now for us to have hopefully a longer term buy. Or you can do a short one and just see if you want to. It just depends what you want to do. You can do two. Yeah. But at some point, this is going to come out of the rail and we're going to get a sell back down again. So need to be mindful of that higher time frame, like Darren does. And also too, if you know, well, Tom's got a he's got candles on both cakes, the daily and the lower time frame as well.
I had the last sell on the daily, then I got the buy on the way back up.
Yeah.
Which is now out of and waiting for the sell again.
Yeah, you're out of it waiting for the sell. Yeah, I think it'll push a little bit further up.
Yeah, I think it will, yeah.
Just sweet. But again, you have banked it though, Darren. That's all that really matters. Yeah. And now with this yellow, you may get another couple of yellows, whatever, and it may be that it's London Open that this pushes back up again. Let me put in, where are we got? Because I haven't done it on this. Where is it? There, Tuesday 8. There we go. That was London Open. London's today. My yesterday, but that's okay. And so now I could put on a GAN if I wanted to. And we could look, it's probably around about there to about there at the moment, but where's it going to be? Hang on. Oh no. Yeah, no, it will be Wednesday, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. And I'm going to change that to a default one. There we go. So that's the sort of range at the moment. So what I'd be looking at, and then you can see where it's come there. And if we put a fib, I'm going to go, which way? Hang on, no, I've got to go, oh, no, it's not that way. Right, I was going to do it the right way to start with. I'll do this often. There. You can see it's now nearly to the 88 even. Ready to push back up again. You could put a buy, but I'll wait. We'll wait to see until London Open, and then we'll look at what sort of movement. But if you want a shorter term trade, potentially soon, there's an option for a buy on the CHF JPY. All right. Quickly, let's have a look at the euro. Again, another buy on potential buy. You can see that. Yeah.
On the way down.
Sorry?
Is that Euro AUD?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm up 53 pips on that.
Yeah, because you got in up the top here. Correct?
Next one over.
That one here.
No, the other way.
There.
Yep.
Oh, you waited for the pullback and then got in.
Yep.
Oh, good. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. All right, then hang on a minute. I'm just going to do this. UK 8. There you go. I'm just putting these in while we're here. All right. I need to go now, people. So, sorry about that. You can go down and look at some of the others, like, for example, GA, and again, what was the other one I looked at this morning? UJ, right? We've had this little pullback down. Oh, come on. I want another yellow. I don't want a lot, do I? I'm in this trade, and I have been in this trade for buy, and look at it. pull back down there, and I was like, and now it's pushed back up. That push up on when was that? Friday, you know, at the end of the trading week, non-phone pay roll, that was great. I loved it. Then it pushed back up here, gave us a couple of yellows. It's pushed back down here. We'll see. I think we're going to get another push up like all the other JPYs. But anyway,
I'm in this one for the sell.
yeah, I know. Yeah, there'll be a sell period, but you know, but I'm in a longer term trade for it to buy. It's not anywhere near out the other side of the rails. I think this has got a lot more to go. A lot more to go. I think it'll come up and break this high, to be honest. But that's me. Yeah. All right then. Sorry to love yous and leave yous though. But I got to go take a busload of kids to school. All right.
Have a great day.
No
Hey.
worries. Well, I'll
Thanks a lot,
hopefully
Brian.
the same time tomorrow, which is
Yeah.
that half hour earlier. We'll see how we go.
Is the
But
next
look,
session going to be in Japanese then? Are you?
No, I'm not doing that.
You're not going to be fluent by tomorrow then? No, right?
No, not
okay.
at all. I might do a little. I might do it in German, but that's as good as you're going to get. What was it? What was I going to say?
So it's 10 o'clock my time.
10 o'clock your time. Hang on, let me just see.
Yeah, it is. If it was 10:30 before, it's 10 o'clock
Yeah,
now.
it'll be 10
Okay.
o'clock. Yeah, and
What is that? 10 o'clock in the morning, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, come on! You should be up
No,
before
but
then.
he's been anyway. It doesn't matter.
Oh, you're up half the night trading, are you? No.
Correct. So the thing is, Tom, also too, thank you for putting your bits and pieces. Like, everybody, thank you for putting the notes
No,
in
thank
the
you,
chat.
Tom. Yeah.
He's putting in those pairs that he was looking at and stuff. Anybody else gets that opportunity, then have a yell out too. I know Darren does as well. Tells us what's happening with his pairs as well too. So, all right then, till tomorrow. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Ciao.
No.